news in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas. Turning it, Antonio Callaway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Mahomes pass.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Give him 2 yards on that play, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards the pickup there. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's good.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 7 on the year. the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. The former Missouri Tiger Drew Lock will be at quarterback as he leads out the Denver Broncos.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. From the gun, it's Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Locke. He completes this to Sutton. That catch good for only a couple.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver first down. Shotgun snap to Locke. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Denver.
A good pickup there, a 22. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run it with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
On the move to his left, and this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 28, the 40, the 30, and what a return. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8
yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Block working out of the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
First and goal.
Block on target to Fant for a Bronco first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
7-7, our score after 1. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Operating from the gun. Block. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 8.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
good.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Running back.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
At the Chiefs' 26-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Denver.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
3rd and inches.
Block going to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
On the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, they'll get the yard. But they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Yeah, that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He is going to find Hill here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. From the 31, Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, it's Locke. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Broncos first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 5 yards to go.
Now Locke again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot, they run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Mahomes' pass intercepted by...
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in, because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Their 49-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
From the contact. It's 3rd down and 6.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A final shot before half for Locke. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to get. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
11 yards.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Hill on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he can't hang on. That would have been a big interception down here in field goal range. But instead, now they'll get a shot at 3. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now left side on the swing pass. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
The 10-yard line.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Makes the score Chiefs 24, Broncos 21.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, probably that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Broncos.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
For the running back.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now to the air, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
To Noah Fant. A gain of 11.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From midfield, here's Locke. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Mahomes on the keeper.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble.
He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the side.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Well, that last run makes this 100. He's hit the holes, he's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Denver.
From the gun, it's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt is minimum.
Skirt
filet
steak, come on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak the first time.
There you go. 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
First and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything comes.
It got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
41-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 36. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Shotgun snap to Lock. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
The tackle made at the
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Lock. This is the tight end Fant. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant.
Lock's pass.
Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to look.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Carl Nassib with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Lock. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And no, it's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still.
32-yard line.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back to throw. Lock. That's going to be caught by Judy. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Lock to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Denver.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
And I think the Broncos have it. They do. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
That's caught left side by Judy. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Complete to Jerry.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Broncos
into the red zone. It's Lock. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Tonight's final score.